nice seat. How rude.
Oh, it's okay.
You can have the shitty seat if you want it.
So that's right. It's day one of Reading Festival, and I'm here with Ian and Chad of Newfound Glory.
What's up?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Not bad, thanks. You still got quite a few hours to go to your playing.
Yes.
So how do you keep the energy up and not get a bit flagging?
I'm just thinking about catering all day. Like, I can't wait to eat. I'm the whole time in between interviews, I'm like, I wonder what they're gonna have over there.
Oh, you haven't spotted the menu yet anyway, you don't?
Not yet.
I'm just thinking about trying to walk to some of the different stages to get guitar picks from some of the other bands that are playing.
Oh yeah, you collect them, don't you?
Yeah, so that's where my excitement's coming from.
Do you get spotted easily, or can you just put a hood up and learn?
No, I don't get spotted. I'm a bass player. Bass player, I can walk wherever I want.
That's quite nice.
If I got a shirt on, I'm fine.
Yeah. Now, over here, we like to think that people think of Reading as like one of the best festivals in the world. Do you guys actually think that? Is that a fact that you guys do love it and think it's amazing?
It's shit. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's awesome. I mean, yeah, no, Reading is awesome. We always, we get to play it, luckily, like every couple years, and yeah, it's amazing. It's just amazing how many people show up to see these kind of bands. Like All Time Low right now are on the main stage and they're playing for like, what, 30, 40,000 people. Like, this is the only place they will do that. Same thing with us. When we get up there, when we played main stage before many times, it's the same thing. And the fact that it's punk rock or it's like indie rock or metal, and there's that many people in the world that still come out to that. Yeah, because like in the States, it's mainly, in the States, if there isn't really sort of like a pop crossover thing, then it doesn't sort of work as much, you know what I mean, anymore. It's sort of different now. But over here, like, I feel like the heart of, words of Huey Lewis, the heart of rock and roll.
Yeah, I think people are they're a lot more open-minded here too, where these bands can play together. I think that in the States, first off, in the States, this many people would not show up to any festival. And people like here like music. They just want to see like good bands and have a good time, where in the States, I think everyone's like separated. Like metal bands can't play with pop bands and punk bands. It just doesn't, like when we started out playing clubs, it was able to happen, but on a level like this, I don't think it could happen.
No, I think over here we're accepting of bands that kind of merge genres as well, because you're seeing a lot more bands that merge like hip hop with rock and stuff, and we love it, so that's good.
I think, and that's what makes it fun for the bands too, just getting to be on the same bill with bands that you wouldn't ordinarily get to play with.
Exactly.
That's what makes it exciting.
Now I want to talk about Resurrection, because I hear you're having a re-release with some extra padded loveliness to it. What's involved in the new release?
Well, it's kind of funny because we kind of took a different way of doing it, where a lot of times when people re-release an album, it's more about the packaging and the artwork and the pictures and stuff, but really, that's not super enticing, at least for us. Like, I'm not going to re-buy an album because there's like more pictures of the guys in the band. You know what I mean?
Plus the artwork is really good.
Yeah, so what we did, we since Resurrection, we've been writing as, a 4-piece now, and so since that album, we wrote 2 new songs, and we thought, put those 2 new songs on there that fit, and we didn't even add them at the end. We sort of redid the order of the record, so it's sort of that album kind of revamped. And then we took Vicious Love and redid it with Haley Paramore. Then we did another version of Ready and Willing, and then we added a bunch of acoustic songs. So literally, you're gonna get, like 18 songs, and the actual physical copy, like that we're gonna take on tour in the fall and sell. The CD, we only made a cardboard cover, so you can buy it for $5. So it's not about like, oh, here's this big packaging. It's more like, here's more songs for less money. We know you already have it, but here it is re-envisioned a different way. You know what I mean? It's sort of...
You're not fooling your fans, that you're giving them something proper.
Exactly, yeah.
That's good. Now, I was watching some interviews like before the release of Resurrection, and you guys seem genuinely, really passionately proud about that record.
Yeah.
Like a few months on or a year on, do you still feel that, wow, that was a good record, we did good there, guys?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everything we've done just feels better. I mean, I feel like we get along as a band more than we ever did from the time we started. We hang out together more on tour. I mean, couple records ago, we'd be on tour and it'd be like these two guys hanging out there, these guys going to do something else, and now it's like we all like do stuff together. We all hang out. I feel like we're just having more fun on tour. We're having more fun together, and we have more fun on stage.
And the things that you've gone through, it brings you closer together, doesn't it? That's one positive that can come from, you know, hard stuff that happens.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, you know, like, yeah, we went through a lot of stuff. I think our band, like he was saying, even before, you know, we turned into a four-piece, we were struggling to get along on tour anyway, because unfortunately, you know, there was a disturbance in the force.
Yeah.
And I think now, like, we did what we could for as long as we could, and now, you know, we feel, yeah, way more positive and way more, you know, it's fun to be on tour, and
just feels kind of like a weight was lifted off all of our shoulders. Like, there's no stress anymore. Just everything's about fun. Everyone's worried about everyone else's feelings. Like, it's not anyone being stubborn and just worrying about themselves. It's like when we make a decision, it's based upon what is best for all of us, not just one of us.
It's funny when stress goes, you realize how much it was weighing you down. Like, you can see the difference, the comparison.
Yeah, it's tricky. It could, you know, with anything in life, it could totally convince you to be stuck in a place of unhappiness just because you don't, you know, it's that like internal struggle of good and evil inside you all the time, you know, like, yeah, it's crazy.
Who do you go for that blunt, honest opinion on the new music you make? Do you, like, is there a person you know, here, tell us if that's good, here, tell us if that's not so good?
I think our booking agent, Andrew Ellis, I always like, he's like this New Yorker guy that's like, hey, what are you doing? You know, what's up? That sucks. That band, this song sucks. That's what he'll tell you. So he's never really said that about our music, which I'm happy about, but he'll tell me, like, you know, I really think your band, you know, at this point in your career should have this, or, you know, he really is like honest. He's not afraid to give the hard truth, you know, because hard truth is hard to give people sometimes, you know.
It's not always easy to take, but you need it sometimes.
You need it. Yeah.
Another thing, this might be a bad quote again, but you talking about Neil Avron, this was years back, and how you felt you need a producer to get the best out of you, and that's why you went back to Neil Avron. Now,
that's true.
Yeah, but didn't you do this yourselves this time, Resurrections? Yeah. So where was that switch in opinion on how to do things? When did you decide, actually, we're ready for this?
I think it was a couple of things. I mean, I think that part of it was probably the budget of the record. Yeah. Part of it was that we've been doing it for so long. I feel like we've learned a lot of how Neil would think about stuff. Yeah. He taught us a lot, and I feel like as a band, we kind of like before we were in the studio, we had everything written already. So I feel like we were all happy with how the songs were, and I think we just felt like we didn't need. Not that we didn't need him, but we felt like we kind of had the record the way we wanted it.
Well, we still had him to come listen.
Yeah, he came and listened.
So his opinion is still valued.
Yeah, but he said that I wouldn't do anything besides change this one word. Literally, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, when Resurrection, we brought him in, we played him songs, like, sounds awesome. He's like, maybe this lyric, but overall, it's like...
That's got to feel great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stamp of approval.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Neil is like a big part, you know, of us as a band, you know what I mean? So he's, we definitely value his opinion.
Right, I think I've got to let you go so you can actually enjoy some music and
we're cool.
chat. Maybe I'll sneak in one more question.
Bring it in.
What can I ask? So the set tonight, have you got any bells and whistles, or is it just a cracking set list and that's all you need? Or
we got a little surprises. We got a couple.
We got something. We got something up our sleeve.
Yeah.
Well, tell me, and then I can get an exclusive tweet.
You'll have to come watch.
Yeah.
I might not be able to. I might be trapped in it.
Oh no! At 10:30.
Oh, I hope not. Good night.
I was just saying.
If we tell you what it is, then it won't be up our sleeve anymore.
Yeah.
It'll be out of the sleeve and on the floor.
Then it won't be special.
You're right. Can you give me any other exciting news for maybe the months ahead?
Well, what can we say?
Not one of
Nothing.
these, what can we say?
I mean, I don't know, exciting news. We're
The
going on
re-release
tour.
of Resurrection coming out.
that's
You
what
already
we
talked
need.
about it.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
I'm sorry.
We have a month off to relax at home in
Yeah, that's
September.
going to be
a
awesome.
little
We're gonna see
exciting
some
for us.
movies.
It's exciting for us.
What do you do in that time off apart from just fester in bed for a little bit? And
I play a lot of board games. Try to write music. See movies.
Hang out with friends and family. Try to exercise a little bit, so I could snack a little more on tour.
Do you ever switch off though? Are you always thinking, oh, that's a cool melody there, or oh, that's a good riff I've just come up with? Like, can you ever fully?
It's hard to fully switch off writing, but there are times where I personally start thinking about things to do with the band. I'm like, stop, because like it can be a bad habit in the sense like when you're home, you just want to live in the moment and not worry about the next day. So I think you have to literally train yourself, especially what we do is it's like touring constantly, is to train yourself to try to like just live in that moment. Even if it's like, you got to be away for 2 months in a month, but you can't think about that. You got to try to focus on enjoying your time at home and your own personal feelings,
And it's also, if you don't do that, your friends and relatives are like, can you get off WhatsApp or can you stop doing the email? And
Sometimes it's good just to feel like normal, and not have everyone depending on you to do stuff, and just be able to do stuff that you want to do without having to answer to someone else,
Yeah, not anyone saying you've got to be here at 2 o'clock, like your tour managers and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you actually make a point of saying we won't see each other for that 2 months, let's have a break from each other?
We talk on the phone and stuff,
Yeah,
but we
we-
live in different states.
Oh, that helps.
Yeah, we live far, but we would hang out if we lived in the same state.
But me and Cyrus, we live like 15 minutes apart. Every once in a while, I'll take my kids over to his place just to like see his kid. Or like if before a tour, me and Cyrus will get together and practice a little bit, just the rhythm section. But being gone for so long when we're home, like we all have different friends, and we try to, all of our friends are kind of deprived for a while, so we try to give them the attention they need while we're,
Yeah.
It's good to like go home, because then like my friends will pick on me and make fun of me and stuff. It keeps you level, you know what I mean? Rather, sometimes you're on the road and everyone does everything you want, and then you get home and your friends are like, not now. Like, so
Think again.
it kind of just keeps you level,
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Okay, well, I am going to let you go now, because otherwise I'll rabbit on for hours. But thank you very much, and have a great show. Thank you. Thank you.